Personal injury claims. As personal injury attorneys, one of the most common questions we are asked is whether or not a personal injury claim should be filed after an accident or injury and what to expect. In this video, we provide our readers with insight on what steps should be taken immediately after an accident, when they should file a personal injury claim, what they can expect if they do file a claim, how fault is established, and what goes into estimating how much a claim may be worth. Taking the proper steps after an accident can help support your case and protect your legal rights. When to file a personal injury claim. If you have been in an accident or suffered an injury due to the negligence of another person or business, then you have the right to file a personal injury claim and be compensated for damages. The time limit from the date of the incident to when a lawsuit must be filed is known as the Statute of Limitations. Each state is different. For instance, in California, the statute of limitations for an injured victim to file a lawsuit in a personal injury case is 2 years from the date of the incident. It is important to work with an attorney because if you do not file a lawsuit within the statute of limitations, then you are forever barred from pursuing a legal claim. What to do immediately after an accident or injury. Take notes. One of the most important things you can do after an accident is to take detailed notes on everything about the accident, including pain and injuries, how the accident happened, date and time, any information you can gather about the parties involved and witnesses, conversations with any witnesses, what you were doing at the time of the accident, where you were heading. Take detailed notes. Taking detailed notes will help you establish your case and be useful later when dealing with medical doctors, insurance adjusters, and also attorneys. Preserve evidence. The first couple of days after an accident are the most important for gathering and preserving evidence. The more evidence you have, the stronger your personal injury claim will be. You should take the time to return to the scene of the accident as soon as possible. Take photographs from different angles and talk to anyone who may have witnessed the accident. Also take photographs of your injuries. This preparation can directly result in larger settlements from insurance companies when they see how prepared you are to make your case. Gain access to your medical records. You will need access to your medical records if you file a personal injury claim. You may need to prove that your injuries are the result of that accident and not a previous medical condition. Also, there may be a disagreement about the severity of your injuries. In many cases, your medical records are a key component of the case. The Federal Health Information Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, gives patients the right to acquire a copy of their own medical records from any medical provider. Fault. How do I prove who was responsible for an accident? In the majority of personal injury cases, you will be making your claim with an insurance company and negotiating with an insurance adjuster, not with a judge in a courtroom. You won't be expected to use legal language when speaking to the insurance adjuster. In plain language, you will need to give an honest account of what happened and why you believe the other party was at fault. If it is a fair settlement, insurance companies will usually choose to pay sooner rather than later. Insurance companies understand that if they wait, they run the risk of having to pay more in medical expenses, attorney's fees, and court costs. Damages. When it comes to personal injury claims, how much your case is worth depends on damages. Damages are decided by how much the injuries cost physically, mentally, and monetarily. Damages are paid to the plaintiff by the defendant or the defendant's insurance company. The plaintiff is the person who filed the claim, and the defendant is the person or company who is legally responsible for the accident. Some damages are easily quantified, like medical bills and property damage. Other damages, like pain and suffering, or any limitations caused by the injury, are more difficult to accurately assess. The most common types of compensation in personal injury cases are loss of income, medical treatment, property loss, pain and suffering, emotional distress, loss of enjoyment, loss of consortium, and punitive damages.